I don't want to talk about politics anymore. I'm tired of it. I am glad we are at a place right now where Nikki Haley gave me a tiny bit of hope that if she can just shred Trump. And I'm really, do you notice all the stuff about Biden having dementia has died down since we have all this video of Trump? Right, because he's
of his. I watched some of those clips where you can tell he no longer knows where he is.
Mm-hmm.
I wish you could put one of them in here.
Nikki Haley. What? Oh, there's no ever getting update.
And there's he uses words that aren't words as he kind of trails off because he doesn't
together,
know where he is.
Well, he's reading off the prompter, and you can tell he doesn't know the word he's reading.
Dementia, Trump is not well, and a couple others like that were trending on X yesterday when I was waiting for my flight.
Wow.
So it's catching on. Yeah. That was last week, Trump stinks.
That was weird. Like, Adam Kinzinger, again, there's some Republicans I like because they've just decided country first. And they were talking about how Kinzinger, he smells like ketchup. We talked about it. He smells like ketchup and ass. And I'm like, wow, old ketchup and ass. It was crazy what he said.
Oh, God.
I guess Nikki Haley did make an allusion to him, perhaps.
She probably smells good, too.
Not being mentally fit. She said, we can't have another person that we question whether they're mentally fit to do this. We can't.
Well, the problem is this old thing. She's like, we need a new generation. We need new blood. And Biden came out and go, guys, I've been doing this since I was 20. I know exactly. And here's the weird thing. And it's what I've been saying. Maybe because he's been doing it, he saw when it was done well and he saw when it was done badly. He's gone through 08 when he watched when Obama brought everything back after the Great Recession. He's watched Bush fuck it up. He watched, how long ago is that? He's 80 now, so 50 years he's watched it. He watched Reagan fuck it up. So now the economy, he said, I'm going to build it from the middle out. And he did. Brought back jobs. Here's the weird thing. He's brought back jobs. We have the lowest unemployment for the last 24 months. It's been the lowest in 50 years. And what he did was when he brought that back and the gas prices are down, he brought everybody's jobs. Instead of just lowering taxes, he brought everybody jobs so they could actually buy more stuff. So the economy's actually expanding.
Hold on, I need to give you a gift.
Which is the first
go off of Trump having dementia, because I thought you were going to carry that conversation on.
There's a gift.
He has challenged Nikki Haley to a mental aptitude test. She said this weekend. She was
like, person, woman, man, camera, TV, done.
Yes,
I win.
That's basically.
Now you do it.
This basically what he did. She said he's not as sharp as he used to be. That was her response.
She's got to stop the hedging. She's got to just call this fucker out.
He went on Fox with Martha McCallum. He said he's a lot sharper than she is. He said, I would do this. I would sit down right now and take an aptitude test. And it would be my result against her result, and she's not going to win. Not going to come even close to winning.
The right holes? Aptitude test?
In fact,
this one goes into the square hole.
So aptitude, he doesn't apparently know what it means. In fact, when I heard the word cognitive, I've taken 2 of them now. I took one. I have this video. I took one with Doc Ronnie, who's now a fantastic, who is now a fantastic, White House doctor and a fantastic congressman from Texas, Admiral, the White House doctor, Jackson, Ronnie Jackson. And he's now a great congressman from Texas. I took one then, and then I took one recently. I think the result was announced. And it was. I aced it twice. I aced it.
Wow.
I think the result was announced, and it was. I aced it twice. I aced it.
He is failing the aptitude test as he's claiming he was going to win the aptitude test.
He's failing English.
Then he said, Martha McCallum's just sitting there. He's still going. But I would say that, I've actually called for a cognitive test for anybody running for president. Now it's a cognitive test because I actually think that's a good idea because it would be nice to have an intelligent person be president.
Wouldn't it? Yeah.
But do you know that a cognition test would not measure intellect or intelligence?
No.
Okay. And an aptitude test is what we took when, okay.
You put stuff together, yeah.
Please do the test.
Listen,
please.
I have the best words. The man said, I have the best words.
At least he
That's
didn't.
a quote from a guy who ran the country.
Just have him next to a monkey doing the same things.
I aced it twice. That was the one that he got extra credit on.
Yeah.
By the way, that
I put
it on Twitter, man.
in a row, you get extra
extra
points.
I put it on Twitter. I laughed. I had a video of me. I had a reaction video. I've never laughed so hard. I was in my office crying because he goes, by the way, if you do it again, 10 minutes later, you get extra points.
Someone
Still,
tweeted, person, woman, man, Nancy Pelosi. Republicans are challenging each other to dementia tests. That's where they are, in case you were wondering. That was Mueller, she wrote.
That's a good point.
It's like...
Don't you find it weird that the guy had the balls to be mad at her for actually questioning the election results, or for saying she won when she didn't, or for just even hinting that she may have done...
But you also heard him say who is now the White House physician. Then he had to go back and
an admiral.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of
But do you see where he realizes that he said something wrong, but it takes him a while to find it? Because he says, who's now a fantastic, White House doctor and a fantastic congressman, admiral, the White House doctor, Jackson, Ronnie Jackson. He's now a great congressman from Texas.
Do you see that he's on the ragged edge? Yeah. He's on the fence right now.
Right.
It's all just like Scrabble for him. He's just like trying to find.
But he knows. Here's the weird part about dementia or whatever this is. You're aware.
Yeah.
Like you're like, oh shit, I don't know this.
Yeah.
Right.
But now he's got this other layer of like, they're watching me not know this. So I'm just going to keep talking and try to he does it. Remember he'd go, he'd do a speech where he'd go, I just did it. See, I just did it. He would do a speech and he'd go, he'd be like, and then the planes came in. Yeah, but, and he would like switch, like he caught himself.
Yeah.
He's in he's in the ether right now where he knows he's fucking it up, but he doesn't know how to fix it. Right. Right. And say what you will. I looked at all the clips of Biden. Biden said a couple of weird things, but then you go watch the whole thing. Rogan had the balls to go look at Joe Biden's talking about, and he was making fun of Trump having dementia.
Yeah.
He was actually quoting Trump.
But that's context. That's what
but that's
they
the
do.
problem with social media. Was supposed to help us. It was supposed to make us smarter. It was supposed to make everything work. Like, we get the reality now. It's done the actual opposite. And to these people that want to vote for this guy, do me a favor. Listen, I am fine. Look, with you being mad at what we talk about on this show. And the only reason we're doing politics the deep dive we do, is because I don't want to lose America. I'm really fucking scared.
That wasn't ever our initial intent.
No, we didn't want to be this. We would just talk about the news and then it would be funny. But this guy has brought in, basically said, I'm going to be a dictator on day one. Just for a day, though. I'm going to be just for a day. I'm going to do it. I will do what needs to get done, and then we'll go back to a democracy.
Do you know what can be done in one
do you know
day?
How dumb like people have to be to vote for that guy? Go ahead.
I was just going to say, you can overturn just about every single thing in one day, in one stroke, 1 hour.
Yeah.
You could
if you have the military behind you. Yeah,
you could. How many things he could do as a dictator in one day?
With the Insurrection Act. Martial law.
Yeah.
Not the answer. Martial law. He's obsessed with that.
Can you? I called that 5 years ago.
You did. You've been saying that a long time. You're Nostratitis.